Hello everybody. I hope you are in search of some electronic projects. So I would like to share one of my hobby projects where I help one of the engineering student for her electrical mini project. So here is a concept model, we can say, like we try to explain like the concept of EV charging station. So basically, like we have some two different set of electric board, as you can see here. So this board is actually connected to SMPS. So this is converting that 220 AC to uh, 12 volt, you can see 12 volt DC, and the 12 volt DC is fed to this board, and that is coming to this coil. From here, then EMF is generated, and then it is transmitted to this particular box. So we are considering this box as a car, which is having the receiving coil. So as you can know, like in latest iPhones, they have wireless charging system. So in similar way, like we try to mimic some coil arrangement here. So you can see there is no batteries inside here. So and here in this setup, like we trying to add some value to the project, using some to showcase the electronic capabilities and skills. So we just add on some ultrasonic sensors, IR sensors, 7 segment displays, and then we control all this using this Arduino board. So this is Arduino Uno, and we developed some codes. So these are some codes. Okay, I will turn off the flashlight. So these are some codes. So I'm not going to share all the steps step by step, but I will share the details through a PPT. So you can go through the shared link also, through where I learned to integrate all those things. And uh, regarding the code and everything, you can see a lot of videos are there in YouTube. So I will give you the that Arduino executable file, and you can just have to import into your Arduino software, and you can run that into Arduino. And if you do all the wiring arrangement according to that shared drawing, you are able to make this project. So after this, in the meantime, when I am setting up all these things, so you can see the video which is prepared by that engineering student, and like how she explained about this project. So what I'm going to do next is like this is, you can see this is a glass top, and I will put all this AC arrangement underneath this table. So when we put this like concept car above this table, this LED will glow. So that I will show. So you can see like the electricity like is transferred through this glass. So basically it is EMF. So, and what are the principles of this particular things also I will try to brief. Okay.
Hello everyone, I am delightful to have this opportunity to share our project with you today. I am working on wireless EV charging system. So, here is the AC supply we have given to SMPS and converted 220 volts to 12 volt, that is AC to DC, to the breadboard. The breadboard is further connected with resistors, capacitors, LED, BD139 IC, which is a MOSFET, and a copper coil. The copper coil consists of 30 turns. In the transmitting end, it is full 30 turns in one direction, and in the receiving end, which is connected to the LED, it's center tapped with 15 plus 15 turns. Now, as the receiving end is connected to the transmitting end, as you can see the coils inside the box. Now we consider this receiving end as a car. The receiving end, when connects into the transmitting end, the LED glows. As the LED comes in full contact with the transmitting end, the intensity of the LED increases. That means the full voltage has been transmitted to the receiving end. Now, the second end of the project is the ultrasonic sensor with IR sensor, Arduino, and 7 segment display, which is connected with resistors, LED, and the Arduino is being programmed where it shows the distance of the ultrasonic sensor, and the IR sensor detects the number of cars being passed in the 7 segment display. Now this as I have talked about the wireless charging, this is the circuit diagram of the wireless charging, and this is the circuit diagram of the Arduino, which is connected to the IR sensor, 7 segment display and ultrasonic sensor. Now, as we have talked, this charging point will be stationary. Sorry. As this receiving end coil is connected to the transmitting end coil, this LED also glows. Now the objective of this LED is that it will show where the car has to stop, and as we have programmed at less than 5 centimeter, the LED will glow, which is shown in this Arduino program. At every second, this will show the distance of the car and indicate through this LED for the car to stop. When the charge has been done, this will then pass through this IR sensor and the count will increase. As the number of cars will pass, the number of count will increase. This will also help in recording the number of cars and have a proper maintenance and record book of this charging system. This is my whole mini project.
So I hope you understood little bit brief about this project from her video. So I finished the setup. So now you can see like here the powering unit. So a powering unit I set up beneath this table like here, and I stick that coil beneath here. So now there is no connection outside here, and you can see like here like there is nothing. Okay, so I will bring it closer. So the idea is this charging coil, this wireless transmitter will be somewhere in the charging station, below some base, and this wireless receiver, power receiver, will receive. So you can see here there is no batteries actually. So according to the number of turns, related to turns, like I explained in video, I think I took around 20 turns. So 12 turns of here and 20 turns here in this coil. So that I explained in video. When we go to the PPT, I will explain it. So we'll close this. So the concept is consider this is a car, okay, and this came to the charging station. So now you can see here some distances are shown, like the distance value. So this is basically coming from the ultrasonic sensor. So you see here, so I programmed the ultrasonic sensor in such a way that if distance is less than 5 centimeter, then the LED should glow. So now you can see the LED is glowing and the distance is updating continuously, like it is 4, 6, 2, 3. So until my hand is near to 5 mm, it will keep on glowing. So if I remove my hand, it will stop. So now you can see the distance is coming as 11, 14, like that. So the idea was you want to let the customer know they are at proper place, like exactly above this coil. So, and there is a coil inside also this car, so it has to be placed exactly above, then only the maximum efficiency of the EMF can be received by this EV car. So what happens, this car will go, you can see here the red LED glow here, and this green LED is also glowing. So because this is exactly above the coil, the intensity is low right now because as the distance increases, the EMF field also diverge, so the efficiency decreases. So if you see LED is not turned off, so this LED is indicating the charging process has begun. Okay, so you can see if I raise this up, then LED is turned off. If I bring it close, then it will glow again. So this is the concept. So let's say consider the charging has finished. I can see there is a 7 segment display here. Okay, so 7 segment display representing like how many cars has been charged. So let's consider like this car is completed its charging process, then it want to move forward. So once this car moved forward and passed this IR sensor, so based on the transmitter and receiving signal, it will detect like something has passed in front of it. So this car has moved, so it changed the value from 4 to 5 like that, subsequently. So this will give a count like how many cars has gone through the charging station. So this will give an idea like today like 10 cars were there in this station like that, like, and we can like use this data to do some calculations like in one car suppose like 100 rupees per charging, then like 10 cars 1000 rupees. So in that way we can take this data to somewhere, so just to represent and use our skills to show that we are able to program IR sensors, we are able to program ultrasonic sensor, and how to bring the IR sensor value such that it will pass some value to the system and it will change the value here. So for every increment of the car it will change the value. So you can see here, I will move my hand in front of this IR sensor, so the 7 segment display is changing. Okay, so this is all about. Now I will show you the programming code. So here like we are tracking the distance, so this is all about the ultrasonic sensor. So how you can see this, like you have to first connect the Arduino to this. You can see this Arduino board, you have to connect it using USB. So our Arduino board is getting the power from USB, and we are like reading and writing the data to this 7 segment display. Like we are reading the values of this ultrasonic sensor and IR sensor and writing the value to 7 segment display. So that we are doing using this code. So here like in all the output ports of Arduino board is numbered here, and against all number what are the connections and programming codes we used like written here. So I will share this code with you, so you only have to like open that file, like here from here open, go to that library like wherever you download and open this file and you will get this pop-up. And before that just ensure that your board is connected to Arduino Uno. Board is connected to Arduino Uno, and port like this should be come first, then only like this thing work. And once this you can see the code, and if you done the wiring properly, then you can burn this. So you all these steps you can see in other YouTube channels, like they explained you very well. So my advice is like you start with step by step, like first try to understand how the ultrasonic connections are done, how it is like integrated with the Arduino Uno, and like how programming is loaded. So you do step by step, like first learn how to integrate, like how to set up ultrasonic, then learn something about the 7 segment display, then learn about how the input and output is controlled by IR sensors, then you make this complete setup. Okay, so in my process like what I did, first I checked whether this wireless circuit is working or not. Once I established like this thing is working, so this thing is working, like I able to find out like the LED is glowing, that means my wireless charging setup side is working. Now how to integrate this sensors, I did it later. So actually basic there is no connection between this charging, this is only add on additional things. So it is all up to you, you want to use it or not. So we have this component with us, so we integrated this all things to just showcase our skills. Like she learned from something from this, so just to showcase her skills in handling all these electronic components we use this. So we just made up a story using all these component, like we have a car and we are counting and we are like measuring distance, so it come as a complete package for the system. Now I will share you this PPT as well. So in this PPT, so this is wireless charging station. So in this PPT I explained like wiring layout. So if you follow the wiring layout of this particular, from board to this particular 7 segment display, IR sensor and this ultrasonic sensor, you can able to make the same circuit. So you can see here, like I used 1000 ohms and 100 ohms. So what happened basically, to glow one LED we need a resistance of 220 ohms, if you are using 12 volt as an input in that case. So but I don't have 220 enough 220 ohm resistors, so I used combination of different resistors to make this. So basically if you have 220 ohm resistors, that is sufficient. You can like combine these two and make it 220. So I don't have, that's why I made this kind of setup. So if you are able to have 220, then you, instead of all these resistors, you can use 220 only. Okay, and here as well, like to glow the LED. And this is the wiring layout for the uh, transmitting side, that means this bottom side. So this side is the transmitting side, this is the receiving side. So receiving side is this one. Okay, so you can see there is only coil, that 24 number of turns with 20 swg, so that is the thickness. So you have to learn what is swg means, then you have to go to that, you can translate like how much 20 swg means in mm. So you can do all those conversions. For example, if I tell you 20 swg to mm, so you can see here, so it says 20 standard wire gauge is equals to 0.914 mm. So like that. And the guy who explained very well all about this is this guy, his name is Michelle, and he explained very well about the wireless charging system and how to use the circuits, and he demonstrated a lot of charging coil, like if we use different turns and gauges and all those things, he explained very well. So you can look into his video, and I also grabbed the circuit from his video only, so he shared this page as well. Okay, so I will give you link to this page, so you can go through this particular what we say blog, and you can like use this page to do the circuitry. So you can either follow this one or you can follow mine. Both are same, only like in place of capacitor and resistance I used the available with me, and otherwise you can purchase this thing directly and use this. And one more thing I learned during this project is like I also searched lot of research papers, and I first mistake what I did is like I purchased according the bill of material which is shared in the research paper. But when I tried to like make that circuit, it was not working, as well as like the diagram and the bill of material is not matching. So in that, like I lost around 1500 rupees something. So it's always very essential that we should go through proper research papers, genuine one which we can trust. So it is not always all the case like whatever given in the net is correct. So there is a possibility like in during our explanation some things are wrong, but because it is working, so we are assured like we have come up with something. So there's a chances like we turned it wrong, or like the way we explained is not correct, but it is working with this setup. So and this is that concept, no? So like what we are trying to explain. So I will share all this detail with you. You can go through this and try to build this project by your own. Thank you.